What is going on, YouTube and weight loss warriors? It's your boy C-Dub, and I'm back with another video. And today I want to talk about navigating our way through a weight loss journey when we're kind of stuck indoors, because it fits us right now more than ever. I want to talk about it right after this. What is going on? If you're new to this channel, my name is C-Dub, and I lost 125 pounds eating just one meal a day. I'd like to welcome you to this channel. I started this channel to hook you up with tips, tricks, knowledge, and ideas that I've learned along the way in my journey to help you out on your journey, and I'd like to welcome you. And to everybody that always comes by and checks out my videos, my support system, my weight loss warriors, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for helping me grow this channel, reach more people, and everybody, please remember to smash that like button to help me out on the YouTube algorithm, help me grow this channel even more, and help even more people, and hit that ring bell notification. I appreciate each one of you, and if you're new, subscribe. With all of that said, I want to talk today about navigating our way through a situation that we've never really faced, at least in my lifetime, and that is this lockdown kind of quarantine type thing that's going on. And it's stronger in some parts of the United States than others, and in some parts of the world it's super strong right now. But I think everywhere is getting to a point where we're starting to get more and more quarantined, or more stay at home, and if you're going to leave for only essential things. And that bodes a big problem for a fitness journey for a few different reasons. Number one, I'm sure you guys have seen it. You know, I just got back from the grocery store and it's empty. And so all that's left is our processed food, potato chips and things that we don't want to eat. So that's a problem. And then we're not supposed to be out. A lot of gyms are shut down. A lot of, areas have shut down. And so it puts us in a little situation where we're starting to feel a little uncomfortable. And then on top of that, one of the main things I've preached on this channel is boredom eating. And now if we're not able to go to work and we're not able to do things, we have to face this boredom heads on. So the first step to doing all this is just being aware that this is a unique time, that it hopefully will pass, and that if we keep grinding and we keep a positive attitude and we keep working on the things we need to work on, I think you can kind of get a handle on when you're overdoing it and underdoing it, and kind of get a balance there. The second thing is, when we're in stores, make sure we're trying to our very best to get things that we can prepare at home, things that we can fix, and we're not buying things bought out of a box. Now, I know that some of us are going to have to buy things bought out of a box at this moment in the world. I fully understand that it's not going to be perfect, but what I'm trying to tell you to do is to kind of take that idea and go to what you can and do as much positive as you can. A really good example is I went to the store to try to get me some fruit, and they didn't have what I needed. And I was like, man, that stinks. And I ended up going to another store and it had it. I didn't quit on it, and I was able to get what I needed, but it was not easy. And I'm telling you, I'll throw some pictures up here in this video. The stores were empty. I mean, regular grocery stores, the Walmarts, all of those places. And I'm not so sure it's going to get better before it gets worse. So number one thing, the number two thing that we need to do is we need to focus on staying as busy as possible in the early part of the day. And the reason I'm saying this is a lot of people feel stressed and they feel like I have to do OMAD, or I have to do a 16 and 8. Or whatever the case is, warrior, so forth and so on. I've been doing it, it's where I need to be. And then they're getting hungry early on in the day, and it's something that snowballs and they can't get a grasp of. And the reason is because a lot of times we're working during the day, and we're moving and we're shaking and we're baking, and we have a routine. And now a lot of us are out of work and we're out of situations, and all of a sudden we have more time. And that time is making us a little bit more bored, and that boredom is going to lead us to eating. So I don't know if there's something you want to learn to do, like another language, or read a book, or start a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even learn some video animation. It's something I'm considering doing right now. So learning something that's a little different that can add to your life might be something you need to do in the immediate time period, but also staying busy with maybe setting an hour aside for workouts. Maybe if you have children, making sure you're helping them with their schoolwork and standing kind of over top of them and going through the different problems with them, to push through some of that early morning hours to get yourself busy, so that on the other end of it you feel better. And then think about it like this. if you're normally doing OMAD, and because of this, little situation, you're finding that it's a little bit harder to do, but you feel comfortable in the warrior time, go ahead and do the warrior and do your best to eat healthy in the beginning and then another meal. And if you're normally doing warrior, slip it to a 18 and 6. And if you're doing an 18 and 6, slip it to a 16 and 8. And if you're doing a 16 and 8, just stay busy till you get to the 16 hours gone. That's my number one, tip for you guys, is to make sure that we're moving around a lot during the time that we're fasted so that we are less bored, because that boredom is going to hit us. And if you're sitting around the house and you know it's not your eating window and you feel that hunger coming on, drink a glass of water, go on a walk around the neighborhood if you feel comfortable with that. If you're not feeling comfortable about going around your neighborhood, walk around your house, walk up and down the stairs for 30 minutes. Those things will help you get rid of some of that hunger, and then you can turn something that's a little bit negative into a positive. And the last little part I want to bring into this is we get so caught up in numbers. Heck, this is a weight loss journey, right? We're in the middle. We're in the process of trying to lose weight and trying to change our lives. But we can't always help everything that happens around us. So we are in a unique time period where we don't know if this is going to last another week or 2 weeks or a month or 6 months. But the bottom line is, during this period of time in our life, it's going to be harder to execute things like losing weight because the limited amount of food and the gym time and all the things we've already discussed. And so because of that, changing our mentality for a minute to say, I'm not quitting on my weight loss journey, but what I'm doing now is I'm trying to stay even. And if I lose a little bit of weight, a pound or two over the next few weeks, that's just gravy. But ultimately, I'm going to try not to go the other direction, because I feel like one of the big problems we can face here is to say, well, listen, I'm on lockdown. I like going to the gym. I don't like, I like to eat in my certain type of diet, and those foods just are not available to me right now. So what I'm going to do is just forget it all until this quarantine's over with. And the next thing you know, we slip out another, 4 months, and we're in a situation where we're not still able to get active and we've gained 40 pounds. That can really happen. And now we've pushed back all of the progress. Where if we navigate the next 4 months a little bit more intelligently, open our window a little bit better, try to stick to the better foods, and all of a sudden we lost 5 pounds in 4 months instead of what our goal of losing was, maybe, 4 or 5 times that, right? But because we navigated through, now we're sitting 5 pounds lighter, and now the gyms are back open, and our favorite, diet foods are available to us, and all of the things we hope are back to normal. And so ultimately, we're able to hop back on that weight loss journey a little bit easier. So don't think of it so much as like, I've got to stay with the Joneses. I've been losing, 3 pounds a week for the last 6 months. I got to keep losing 3 pounds. That's probably not a good way to think of it. As long as the scale's not going up, right now you're winning. And that's the message I want to push on this video more than anything else. If you don't see that scale moving up, it is a huge victory. So make sure you guys are doing some fitness at home, do what you can, put yourself in the best situation. Remember, you can reach out to me if you'd like to. I'd love to, write you a message, a DM on Instagram or Twitter or whatever the case is. And also contact me if you got a success story and you want to sit down and have a chat. I'm sure the community would love for me to do some success stories right now, because we have a little more time on our hands to have that one-on-one interview where you guys can sit down and hear about somebody else's success. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've never seen one of my success stories, I got one popping up right here about Kayla Cox. She walked 6 miles a day and lost like 80 pounds. She did an amazing job. Check out that interview. Right over here is my face. Click on it and subscribe to this channel. It is free, but the information I'm hooking you up with, it's priceless. I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.